Sorry.
Well, we thank you for coming out. This tornado is one of the most violent things that any of us think we've seen. We've reviewed the damage out from the air, and our team here from the state representatives, senators, congressmen, I mean, everybody is involved in assessing the damage to see what we can do. I will issue a declaration of emergency upon getting the final assessment of all the damage. Of course, we have damage in Orangeburg County and Hampton County and other areas around here as well. But this is a hard hit thing. And to see those homes, the people out there cleaning up now, but it's heartbreaking, but it's also exhilarating to see their spirit. Because you really can't keep these South Carolinians down. But we're going to do all we can to see to it that we fix this as quickly as we can with an emergency declaration by the state, by me, and then we'll also seek a declaration by the federal government as well to open up FEMA and other avenues there. But I promise you that I and these gentlemen here with me and others will see to it that every piece of aid, everything of substance that we can access, everything that is in existence, we will do our best to see to it is brought to the people of our state. It's hard to imagine here we're going through the coronavirus. We've had hurricane after hurricane, and then to be in the middle, I hope we're pulling out of the coronavirus, but then to have a tornado come along and strike our beautiful state in, looks like 3 separate places, widespread in each one. If you haven't been out there to see the damage of those trees snapped off at the top, pulled out by the roots, houses blown apart, roofs gone. There are pieces of the big plant from Borg Warner that are all over every place we went, wrapped around the trees and stuffed into cars and up on front porches. But the people are working, and we are delighted that we know that we unfortunately have 9 deaths that we know of so far directly related to this tornado, or these tornadoes, and we hope they know more. But the spirit of the people is strong as ever, and Team South Carolina, much of which you see represented here, is strong and determined to see that that the people of South Carolina will grow and prosper and live up to their fullest ambitions. Congressman?
Well, first of all, I want to thank the governor for coming up to Oconee County and to Seneca to take a look at this devastation. This storm, luckily, we only lost 1 life last night. It could have been a lot worse if you look at that damage, and so I think we're very fortunate. I feel for the family of the lost security guard over at Borg Warner, and I feel really heartbroken for Borg Warner family, because that facility was hit tremendously, and it's going to take a while for them to get back up and running when you look at that. But we're willing to work with the governor. We've got a great legislative delegation with Representative Whitmire, Senator Clary, and of course Senator Alexander. My office has a great relationship with Oconee County and the legislative delegation, the governor's office, so we're willing to work with the governor any way we can to make sure if there's federal assistance that is available, that it comes in a timely manner to help these folks get back on their feet here in Oconee County. And our hearts and our prayers and all are with the folks here in Seneca that were affected by this tornado. And just want to leave it at that and thank the governor for coming.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Tom.
Senator. Thank you, Governor, and appreciate you being here, and Congressman Duncan, to appreciate so much the support of the community. I tell you, we saw the tip of the iceberg today. It's simply devastating, the damage that was done from this tornado last night. But again, it is inspiring to see the people out, neighbor helping neighbor, community helping community, and that's what makes Oconee County such a special place to live. And to have the opportunity for us to pull together, it was unbelievable to see what's there. But Governor, I thank you for the declaration of disaster that will be critical for us to begin to replace things that need to be replaced. But certainly our hearts go out to those individuals, their families that have been impacted by this, those that have had injury, and certainly to the one of the death to their family. Our hearts and prayers and deepest sympathies with them. But together, we will move forward, and we will get back on the road to recovery, and we'll make it better for this community here by us all working together. And I think this team here today demonstrates that commitment that we have to the people of Seneca and to Oconee County, to Pickens County, all these areas that have been impacted by the tornadoes and the storms that went through last night. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Good. Yeah, good. Thank you. Thank you all for being here. I want to tell you something that you don't often hear. You played a big part in saving people's lives last night. The media warned people ahead of time that there may be tornadic action in this community. And that, I believe, saved a lot of folks' lives. I've lived here for over 70 years, and the devastation I see in my hometown is beyond belief. It makes me cry. But you know what I saw? And the governor saw it too. We had some people in a golf cart rolled up and welcomed us and smiled and came over and had their picture taken with us because they're thankful to be alive and to have no more damage than they had. On the other hand, we see Borg Warner almost totally destroyed. And yet it's my belief that they will rebuild and those people will have their jobs back. And Governor, thank you for being here. It means a lot to us for you to come to Seneca, and Congressman, you too. You've been many times. You've always welcomed me. You and I have been colleagues before. But thanks to y'all, we appreciate the press you're giving and the fact that you're paying attention to a little small town in Oconee County in South Carolina. Thanks very much.
So, Sheriff Mike, one of you guys.
All right, Sheriff.
Thank you, Governor, for coming up today. It does mean a lot to see our governor come to Oconee County. We appreciate his support, state support, federal support. One thing that I would like to add is to encourage folks. You know, lots of these citizens are out trying to cut trees, cut up, get their roads cleaned up. A lot of this area is still unstable, so you know citizens need to stay out of this area, avoid this area until it can get stabilized with actually maybe some detours. We have to get to work with Seneca, but we appreciate the efforts of our law enforcement partners. I've been called from Abbeville County early this morning. Sheriff Watson called me from Abbeville all the way to Columbia today, offering help and assistance, and we certainly appreciate that. But you know, if citizens do have a need or concern, please reach out to us. Call us tonight. You know, we're going to have extra deputies out patrolling the area. The city of Seneca has a curfew, starts at 9 p.m. So ask citizens to abide by that and you know continue working together. That's what we've been working together in Oconee County, battling this coronavirus. So we've got to continue. We've got another battle. That don't mean that Oconee County is not invincible. You know, we can continue to overcome it and meet brighter days ahead. Thank y'all for being here today.
Governor, I want to thank you for your leadership and for being here. You know, I represent the area just across the lake in the Clemson area, and to see the utter devastation that we have so close by, and pictures do not do it justice. Actually seeing what has happened here is incredible. But the fact that this team, Congressman Duncan, Governor, and my colleagues from the General Assembly working together means so much, and the idea that we are going to come back because that's what we are in South Carolina. We might be knocked down for just a little while, but we will be back, and I know this community will be stronger than ever. So once again, thank you very much.
Well, any questions for anyone? Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. For everyone watching at home right now, I guess the most simple question, if they've got damage, if they've had, injuries or whatever, what's the next step for them? What do they need to do?
Well, they need to listen to the authorities. I know the sheriff will have information available, and that might be the quickest way to go. Also, the Emergency Management Division in Columbia, and they have branches all over in every county. You can go to that website, just like you do in a hurricane. This is the same place you've been getting information about the coronavirus. You can get it about this. But I assure you, as been mentioned, everything we can do, everything that is in the structure of the government will be done. And the strength and the faith of the people is strong, and I know we'll rebuild. and we'll keep rebuilding. We get stronger every day as we go along.
Governor,
Yes.
may I add something to
Yes,
it?
sir.
The director of the Department of Insurance plans to be here on Wednesday personally. He called me earlier today, and Ray Farmer, the director of the Department of Insurance, plans to be in Seneca on Wednesday. He's to meet with me, and certainly he's coming to make sure that the insurance companies do their part in taking care of the policyholders. So I think that says something about you, Governor, because you appoint him.
That's
He's a
right.
great one.
And
Thank you.
he is his whole office is terrific, and his website can also be accessed through those. But just go online. If you can't find you can't get online, and ask somebody. But
Call me.
Call him.
And we'll make ourselves available. And also, I think the Talbot Department of Insurance, they're going to have to make sure that the insurance companies have the appropriate individuals here to help the citizens that need to file those claims as well.
Governor,
Yes, sir.
after having seen the devastation here today, what's your takeaway as you go back to Columbia? What's your takeaway of what you've seen in Seneca today?
I've never seen anything like that devastation. I've seen a lot. I've lived in South Carolina all my life and spent a lot of time at the coast as well as up in the mountains. I've never seen this kind of devastation so heavy in one spot. And the trees snapped off at the top, down at the bottom, ripped up, roof's gone. One house will be gone, the next one is untouched. But the main thing that's been mentioned is the spirit of the people that are out there. They're cleaning up. You can see chainsaws everywhere. People are working. They're sweating. They're smiling. But they're neighbors, and it's comforting to see that. I wish we didn't have these disasters, but again, we've seen them before, and we'll see them again, and we know how to work our way through. And the main thing is that we don't want to lose any lives. If we just can stay alive, we can prevail. And that's what is so sad to see a single life lost to, whether it's the virus, a hurricane, or tornado. It's painful for all of us. But South Carolina is a great place, and with great leadership like we have, and I think we have the best law enforcement in the United States right here in South Carolina. So we have a good team. Team South Carolina is strong, experienced, very able, disciplined, determined to be sure that the people are get right back up.
Are you declaring an emergency or a disaster?
Both if necessary, whichever gets us to the places we need to go the quickest. There are federal rules that have to be, the thresholds that have to be met, whether it's for infrastructure or there's another program involving houses. If you have 100 in one place, then that counts. Sometimes they can do the counting by the air. I think they could do that very easily here, because you can mark the boundaries of this tornado or tornadoes very easily. So it'll be done as quickly as possible, I assure you that. So.
Has the National Weather Service confirmed yet any more about if there were more than one tornado here?
We have not heard, no ma'am.
You mentioned that there were 9 deaths total. We know there was one right down the road here, but do you know where those other 8
There were 5 in Hampton. I think there were 2 in Orangeburg. I'd have to verify that, but we knew of 7, then found out 2 more on the way flying up here in the helicopter.
Thanks, y'all.
Okay.
Thanks, Governor.
Thank you.